The game of the Valverdes. That is what El Clasico was, because on one side there is one Valverde who is balling out once again, starting in the Real Madrid lineup, and I think has completely changed the aspect of the Real Madrid midfield versus the other Valverde, who has completely changed the entire aspect of the team and has ruined them. And you guys can obviously guess, one is Ernesto Valverde for Barcelona, the other one Federico Valverde for Real Madrid. Fede Valverde was amazing in this game. I mean, he only played 80 minutes. He was subbed out eventually towards the end for Rodrigo, but 46 touches, 37 accurate passes of those 46, 92.5% pass accuracy. He had 2 interceptions, he had 2 key passes, he had 2 long balls, and one key pass, 1 shot. That's a complete performance from a midfielder if you could ever ask for it. And honestly, his presence is sort of felt outside the statistics because Real Madrid, the entirety of the game, just had this amazing high press on, and Barcelona just looked stumped. They literally looked like they were playing for a draw for it, because Ernesto Valverde, what are you doing? You have the best player in the world. You have some of the best role players in the world, and you're at home at the Nou Camp. Why are you trying to play for a 0-0 draw against Real Madrid just so you could stay top of the table? It makes no sense to me. Lionel Messi kind of messed up in this game with some chances. I don't think he scored in his last 3 or 4 El Clasicos. And everyone else was just trash. Ansu Fati's 20-minute appearance, garbage. Suarez was literally a zombie on the pitch. Griezmann looked like he was trying, but I mean, he was subbed off early. And with no Ousmane Dembele, you can't give a lot of invigorated speed into the attack. And Ansu Fati, they tried. He's not very quick, but he's very technical. So, I mean, without Ousmane Dembele, the Barcelona attack is not quick at all. It's very, very noticeable. The midfield, Rakitic, not very great. Arturo Vidal as a sub, I thought was actually pretty decent. But you know, Frankie de Jong, once again, was a metronome, but he really didn't have anything to pass to. I mean, Real Madrid controlled the majority of possession in that first half. But both teams, I mean, had clear chances. Both of them had to get chances cleared off the line. Big shout out Rafael Varane and Piqué. And also, I mean, I don't know who I would say. I think Real Madrid probably deserved to win this match. Honestly, I think they had the better team performance overall. I mean, people saying that they're washed, there is a big chance that they could finally win La Liga, and they could definitely still compete in the Champions League. I mean, they could go into Man City and upset Man City in the round of 16, and I would not bat an eye, because this team is meshing together. They are playing together at the right time, and no, they had no Eden Hazard whatsoever as well. Marcelo playing sort of on a hobbled leg itself. Ferland Mendy had to get the start, and so This is, I think, a great result for Real Madrid. Obviously, it sucked to watch. We want to see goals. A 0-0 draw at the Nou Camp is the first goalless draw in El Clasico in the last 50. So, obviously, it sucked for us, but it works for both teams, I guess. But I think if you're Zinedine Zidane, you come out of this thinking, yeah, Real Madrid probably could have won this. Had, you know, Gareth Bale and Ferland Mendy just stayed on side, had they stayed on side, we could have seen a Real Madrid victory at the Nou Camp. Now, honestly, Federico Valverde, guys, is my man of the match. I thought he was magnificent. I thought he is a difference maker when he's on the field. I love the thought of him, Casemiro, and Toni Kroos, or him, Casemiro, and Luka Modric, because Kroos and Modric, they bring their own style to the game. Luka Modric is a tempo setter. He can help control the game. He can kickstart counterattacks, or he can slow it down and possess the ball. And Toni Kroos has vision like no other. I mean, the guy who has been a pure central midfielder, but he's been a surreal passer. So it's you get your own sort of things from them, and then you get Federico Valverde, who sort of embodies everything, and then Casemiro, who's a complete destroyer and a cover of the back four. So I love that you can literally get everything out of a midfield when you have Federico Valverde starting for Real Madrid, and I'm hoping that he eventually gets I think Federico Valverde, if I'm not mistaken, he's Uruguayan. So I mean, it would be interesting to see, you know, him in a team, you know, with like a Lucas Torreira and many others. I mean, there's several. I mean, Rodrigo Bentancur as well. If you had a Bentancur, Fede Valverde, and Lucas Torreira midfield for Uruguay, that would be actually really entertaining to watch. So that's just my thought on it. But I do want to bring light to the social issues, obviously, in this game. Obviously, with this this game being in Catalonia country, there were a lot of distractions, there were a lot of chants, cheers, beach balls being thrown, there was a lot of protests, there was a lot of issues that the Catalonian people wanted brought to the light between them and the Spanish government, because obviously Catalonia want independence from Spain as a country, but they are part of the Spanish country. So I'm sort of a neutral in saying this, but I think Catalonia, I think at least political prisoners should be released. People can request or want to inspire for independence, and that should be their wish. They should maybe not have the wish granted to them, but they should be able to protest and should be able to do what they want in a democracy without fear of being jailed or imprisoned. So I'm kind of split on those, because obviously I want them out of jail, but at the same time I think sometimes protests in Catalonia or in the Catalonia country go too far in terms of messing with Spain as a whole. I would have to do more of my research. I apologize if I seem ignorant in my saying that for anybody watching. But yeah, I definitely would have to do more of my research. But a draw at the Nou Camp, gives, I think, a better result for Real Madrid. Fede Valverde, my man of the match. Messi, his heat map was I think, fantastic. I think Messi could have won this game for Barcelona. I was expecting some magic, but 95 minutes of nothing. Not actually 97 minutes of nothing, pretty much. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the match down in the comments below, and peace.